We can start off looking at the bathroom on the east side of the building. In the master bedroom itself, you can hop up on top of the big light here, and if you try and keep your drone in the middle of the light to hide it at the start of the round, and then maybe towards the end of the droning phase, just pop it out so you get a good view of the room. Once the round starts, you can circle around and have a look for traps and see what's going on, see what the enemy team's strategy is. You can also go into the closet here. This connects the two rooms and gives you a beautiful view of both bomb sites and of anyone running between the two. So I think this will be a great drone to cover both. In the bathroom then, we have the bathtub. You can hide your drone behind here, and when the round starts, just peek out and have a quick look around the room and then tuck it away again. I think this will be a good cheeky little spot, very easy to get to. A bit harder to get to, but not too hard. It's on top of the plants here. Then come on top of this divider, and you can see a really good panoramic of the room, and your drone's quite tucked away nicely. I think this will be a good spot. Coming up next, we're in the house lobby, right next to the two bomb sites. On top of the plant, get on top of that fire exit sign. Your drone's hidden behind the plant quite nicely, but you can still survey the room. Beautiful spot. Also in the house lobby, you can also then go into the delivery room, on top of the bins here, and you can see a bit of the house lobby. You can also see a bit of both bomb sites. Now, you might find that window, you like having it there, because it hides your drone better, or if you want to risk making some noise, you could knock that wall panel out, helping you get a stealthier entrance to the bomb site later in the round, but also giving you a better view of the B bomb site, and probably more chance to mark people if you want to for your teammates and spot them. So I think this would be quite a little good spot here on top of the bin. Then we're at the house entrance, next to the house lobby. This spot here gives us a good view of the elevators. You can get on top of the fire exit sign, but I'll just show you now. I think this brings you a little bit too high and you can't quite see the elevators or that corridor to the right. So I prefer to be on either that central light or the light next to the fire exit sign. You get a much better view of the elevators and you can see both hallways. This just helps if they're peeking out your double doors, and you can cover your entrance point with this drone. So I think again a very useful one for covering both hallways. So now we have on the west side 1F barbecue and kitchen. So you can see the barbecue is bomb A and the kitchen is bomb B. There's some great spots in kitchen up in the rafters. I do think most of the time your drone's going to get shot out before you get them up there though. I would rather go just outside the room so you can see slightly inside the bomb sites and you can see what the defense is out in front. So with this red backlight in the bars, if you smash those bottles out, it's really hard for anyone to see your drone, and you just get a great view of the restaurant. It's so far away they won't spot it from there, and that's the good first spot for barbecue and kitchen. The second spot I'll show you is also in the restaurant. So we're aiming to get up in those rafters there, and the way we do that is we hop onto the table, onto the light, and then up into the rafters. This is one of my favourite spots on this first floor. It offers so much flexibility and just such a brilliant view of both the bomb sites there. So these are my two that I would look at really for the barbecue kitchen area. You can see you can go in the corner for a good panoramic. If you want to, you can peek out there so you can see the stairs as well. Or because this lip is quite small on the wood, I wonder whether your drone will stick out slightly. The other option is to work your way around where you've got a bit of a thicker panel of wood and your drone's a bit more tucked away, and again with the red background it's very hard to see. You just pick which side of it you want to go on, keep mixing it up. Now we'll look at Karaoke Tea Room on the west side of the second floor. So starting with the karaoke room, there's not a great deal to work with, but I have found one spot that offers a decent panoramic of the room. You can hop up here onto the karaoke disco ball and then up on top of the speakers, and from these speakers you get a decent view of the room. I think that's kind of your only one really in this room. You've also got in the tea room on top of the vase, and you can sit on top of these shelves and just keep it there. That's a great spot. But also you can hop from there onto the rafters and really get a good panoramic of the room. So I think again another great spot for giving you that wide view. Next up we have the east side of the building, the exhibition and work office, which is just droning paradise. In the work office you can work your way up into these rafters, and from there you can really pick any view of the room you like. Any corner just offers you a splendid view, and even if the corner's a bit too obvious for your drone getting spotted, which I think pretty soon people might get used to just checking those four corners before the round starts, I've been preferring to put my drone over here, either in this corner or just on this panel here, where you're just a bit more hidden but you still get a good view of the room. You can then go from the work office and work your way into the B-bomb site in the exhibition hall. From there you can jump into the exhibition where all the swords and bows are, and then from that you can get yourself onto the light again and then into the rafters. From the rafters you've just got an absolutely fantastic view of this bomb site. You can see all of B-bomb site wherever you want to, and you can get yourself tucked away in the corner here. However, my preference will be to get my drone on top of the stairs, because it offers me a great view of both bomb sites. I suspect that wall connecting A and B will often be blown out, in which case you can see both bomb sites, you can see the stairs, and you can also see the little office area to your right there as well. So just a great drone that's giving you coverage of 3-4 rooms and an important staircase. We can then go from this bomb site and work our way over into the lounge area, and in the lounge area we can easily again get ourselves up into the rafters and just take our pick of this whole ceiling area to have a look on. I prefer putting my drone on top of this light here. It's quite difficult to see and still gives you a good view. Just that great flexibility. Once the round starts, if you want to, you can pop it back up into the rafters. And that's all of my favourite drone spots for Skyscraper. So if you enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe on the link above, and check out the rest of my channel, Red Gaming 23.